also how the feed is working, as well as how it moves people along. And that's what we're going to go over today. So first of all, I want to thank you all for being here this late afternoon. I do apologize for starting this a little later than usual, but you know, things happen, and I'm glad you guys are all here today. So first of all, Platinum World Team Build Comp Plan. Members can join Platinum World Team Build in two ways. Shut the TV off. There we go. They can purchase the Platinum World Team Build landing page system, PLS, for one-time $100 in advance and through all stages, bronze level in the Platinum World Team Build Comp Plan, and or they can join the Platinum World Team Build Stage 1 2x2 feeder matrix for a one-time fee of $25. The advantages of joining Platinum World Team Build, paying a one-time $100 fee, is the member receives the access to Platinum World Lead System immediately and placement into the bronze level of the comp plan. The PLS system is unlimited, access to create websites, landing pages, etc. They can sell whatever they want, branding them and them only. The advantages of joining Platinum World Team Build Stage 1 are being able to join at a low one-time fee of $25, and after completing the 2x2 matrix of only 6 people, one can advance to the Stage 2 bronze level, which is $100, which they get from profit, and earn their $25 back, which they use to purchase the position. I got to change these templates, so I do apologize. I had someone create these for me, and I got to do some editing. I haven't edited it yet, and I'm going at a whim here. So Platinum World Team Build Stage 1 2x2 Matrix products membership into the Platinum World Team Build program. You get the downloadable software programs. You get the live training, also the training that we have recorded, and then you're going to get a priority invite to join any opportunity or programs we launch in the future. Platinum World Team Build Stage 2 and 3 products, 1-year license to Platinum World Team Build Platinum Landing Page Creator, plus the hosting is added. Again, you're not paying for hosting as well. You can sell these websites as well, give away these landing pages, sell them however you wish. Platinum World Team Build marketing landing page templates, downloadable software, access to live training, training video vault, priority invite to join opportunity in our program. The compensation plan has 3 matrices and is as follows. We have a Stage 1, which is the feeder, $25 one time. We have Stage 2, $100 entry fee, which can come out of pocket if you want to go straight through, or it can come from your earnings from the feeder. And then we have Stage 3, 2x3 matrix, which is a $5,000 entry fee. That is from profit, not from your pocket. Stage 2's entry fee can be made from out of pocket and from entry of Stage 1. Stage 3 entry fee is from earnings only. Platinum World Team members may at any time purchase the $100 1-year license, PLS landing page and website creation software with hosting and full admin access, even if they have a position in Stage 1. The benefits are accessing the software quicker and getting positioned into Stage 2 and the matrix ahead of any or anyone in Stage 1. Now, let me say it in layman terms. The quickest way for you to enter Platinum World Team Build and get a good position is if you enter the $100 level immediately. That's how we built the program. But there are people that are gonna need to get in at the $25. They just can't afford the $100. Okay, so if that's the case, that's not a problem. They can enter the feeder. They can make that $25 back once you and your team helps you move through the feeder. So not only will you get that $25 back, but now you have a position in the bronze level from $100 coming from your profit that you created in the feeder, which is a great thing for everyone. I think this way they feel they're working with profit money only. But the reality of it is that was created by everyone working together as a team, rather than someone just dishing out $100 and putting in the work. It's more of a unity in a sense. That's why a lot of people favor the feeder. Some people do not, some people do. That's why it is optional. It is not mandatory. What is this going to do for our program now? The people that are already in position are sitting there, maybe not getting any traffic, maybe no one's promoting, maybe they're not getting a lift, no one's creating sales. But the reality of it, 2 sales is all you need to keep this thing moving. Every position in our program, if they can create 2 sales, you will not have a problem growing in this program. I've said it day in and day out. The problem is you invite people that do nothing, and promise spillover. And what happens is they give up. And they give up and they move on to something else. The reality of it, this is not like any other program. You're taking $100 one time, working with the team to create all this income. Okay, that's the goal. That's the goal from day one. Yes, it can happen, and yes, it is happening. People are withdrawing, people are making money, and it's a great thing. So whether you come in at the feeder position of $25 or the $100, or you're already in at the $100 and decide to go in the feeder anyway just to help out your team members, you can do that. The ability to pay it forward is there. So if you have a position already in the Platinum World Team Build in the bronze, which is the $100, and you enter the feeder using another $25, and you get your $25 after you complete it, plus you have $100 to spend, you can use that $100 to pay it forward for anyone in your downline. So if you have a free member sitting there taking up space, you can place a position under that person, maybe a second position for yourself or someone that actually wants to do the work. So it's entirely up to you. It's beneficial to get those who think like you and want to move forward with the program, because they're going to determine how much money you make down the road, because these people have to upgrade. And when they do, that's when you receive your commissions, okay? So please understand, it is your downline that's going to determine the amount of money you make, okay, with you and your downline. So the people you invite, you want them to be quality, not quantity, quality. That being said, what I'm going to add now, I just sent this to the program. I have I had a bunch of people asking me about the pay it forward inside of the feeder. I did not want to add this, but after much consideration, I'm going to add the pay it forward feature inside of the feeder as well, because there's people with a bunch of teams. They got $25, they don't want to withdraw $25, they just want to pay it forward for their team member. We're going to allow that. That'll be added shortly, probably by Monday. If it's not there already, it'll be added by Monday. That is something that we've added recently. So if you have $25 from profit sitting in your feeder, you can use that to pay it forward for another position inside of your downline. So if you have a free member in your downline and they joined and they want to enter the feeder, you can use that money to pay it forward for them. That's a great thing. I know a lot of teams are looking for that. Now it's going to be an option. This is what the comp plan 2x2 structure looks like, okay? It's going to be 2 on your first level, as you can see here, and it's going to be 4 on your second level. $50 will be created when you get your first 2, which obviously you're not going to be able to withdraw that. That's going to be added to your second level, okay? So you got 50, then you get $25 from each person on your second level. That's $100. So once you complete it, you'll have a total of $150. That's what has been earned by you and your team, and probably people you don't know that entered the feeder. They just so happen to enter the time that you entered, and they may end up in your structure. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That means that you're receiving money from someone you do not know, which is always a great thing if you don't mind me saying so. I'm sure you would love the mailman to come deliver $25 every day at your door for no reason. But pretty much, this is sort of the same thing, just digital. So $150 total. $100 is going to purchase for the bronze level. $25 is going to the member, right back in their pocket. So technically, they came out of pocket $0. And the sponsor will receive $20, and admin will receive $5. I had to make some money somehow. There's bills I have to pay. So $5, listen, it's not a lot of money, but I'm fine with that. We want to reward the sponsor. The reason why we put $20 for the sponsors, because the sponsor, for inviting them, we want to reward them $20 once it gets completed, because that's extra $20 they didn't have. And that'll give them more incentive to want to share the feeder with others. And there's people out there with thousands of members on their team, and this would be a great thing. So moving forward, this is the comp plan in stage 2. Obviously, it's $100 at the bronze level. 2 people pay you the $100. What that creates is $200. You cannot withdraw that $200 at all. That is used to pay up your upgrade into the silver level. You take those $200, you pay to your sponsor. That's going to give you the ability to receive $200 times 4. So 4 people will then send you $200. That equates to $800. That's going to give you $300 withdrawal. This is the first time you're going to be able to withdraw. $300 is withdrawable, but make sure it is shown in your wallet. You have to have a total of $800 in your wallet to withdraw the $300. Okay, you cannot upgrade first. You have to withdraw first, then upgrade. If you decide, if you have $600 there, and you're still pending $200 payment from your downline, you can withdraw $100 and then use the $5 to move into gold. Okay. Some people were receiving gold payments and they weren't even on gold level. Okay, because the system accidentally paid them what was due to them, but they weren't due to them because they were not even qualified, and they tried to withdraw that. You cannot withdraw income on a level you are not even at. So I will decline every single one of those because it's not due to you. You have to make sure you have enough in your silver level to move to gold. Now when you get to gold, you can withdraw here, but the maximum you can withdraw here is 2,000, because 2,000 is used to move to platinum. 2,000 you can withdraw. You cannot withdraw gold money if you're on silver, and you cannot withdraw silver money if you're in bronze. Okay, please understand, this is a system here. Your sponsor is due that money, so you have to upgrade and make sure that person receives it. That then qualifies you to receive that amount of money. If you're not there, you cannot receive that money. Okay, so please understand, this is mandatory. All right, as you acquire all these commissions, you get your $300. So that $100 you paid is no longer a debt. You done paid it. You done earned more than that 3 times, and then you will earn that more than that 20-fold when you get to 2,000, etc., and you will move up accordingly. To complete stage 2, 2x4 matrix, a total of 370 people needed to pay in, which creates $37,000. The 30 people shown are those that will pay up to the next higher level, which is their sponsor, where the member will then receive that income. However, along the way to fulfill the matrix, members will receive commissions once they have entered a higher level and have paid entry into the next higher level. I gotta edit this big time. All right, to make a long story short, as you move up in levels, you will receive some commissions. Rather than wait till you get to platinum and then pay you all that money, you're going to be able to receive commissions before that. 300, and then 2,000, and then when you get to platinum, $27,000. You have to have $5,000 sitting in platinum before you can upgrade the rest, because your upgrade has to be paid before that. So it has to sit in your wallet. It has to show $5,000 there if you're in platinum. Everything else you can withdraw. So sit there and just collect for a little while. If it takes you 6 months, so be it. That's $37,000 you made in 6 months. Not a bad thing. I'll take that any day. Can it happen a lot faster? Yes, it can. It depends on the work you and your team do. Nothing is guaranteed here because we do not know your work ethic. There's a product involved here. You guys are all purchasing a product. When you make that $100 payment, you are purchasing a 1-year unlimited access to the PLS system. Once you sign up for the program and you make your payment, you have to send in a support ticket to saying upgrade your account. So you make an account in PLS, then you upgrade, and then you send a support ticket saying, hey, I made my payment, here's my email, I check it, verify that you did, and that you're upgraded. I then go in and give you an unlimited account with the date that you made the payment. So you will have a full year access to the software with the hosting and everything included. So it's a great product, ladies and gentlemen. If you just want to buy the product, you can come in and just buy the product, but you don't have to buy it through the Platinum World Team Bill. You can just go to PLS and purchase it there. There's packages there that you can buy. So you can purchase it retail. You don't have to do the MLM part. Moving on to stage 3, as you acquire enough income from upgrades and your members upgrading, eventually everybody's going to move up. Silver, gold, platinum. And then their downline is going to move up. Silver, gold, platinum, silver, gold, platinum. This is a long-term process. This is not a get-rich-quick program. We want this to last. Just imagine 2 months from now receiving $800 check. 3 months from now receiving a $2,000. Another month from now receiving $37,000. You know, this can potentially happen over time. The goal is to keep it moving fluent, keep it as fast as possible, but as well, you want it to keep it long term. You don't want it to die out. So the people you invite is what's going to keep it alive. And we want to make sure, again, you invite quality, not quantity. Just inviting people that are not going to do nothing is not going to help you, because you're adding them in your downline. And if they do nothing, then obviously you're going to get nothing. And that's why we have to put the feeder to pump things up, keep things moving. And that way you can then fill those holes and then keep continuing moving forward. Many of you have done that. Many of you received your commissions, and many of you have hit the withdrawal, and now you're receiving your money. You're seeing that it's working. Okay, and that's the thing. It's not me stopping it from growing. It's the people you're inviting that's stopping it from growing. Because if they do nothing, you're not going to grow. And then you have to do double the work. So we don't want that to happen. So keep that in mind. Again, this is the third level. Is this money even possible? Some people, they see all these zeros. They're like, I don't know if I'll ever get there. The reality of it is this. Everything you see on this God-given earth takes money and people. Simple as that. I don't care if it's a store. I don't care if it's a charity. I don't care if it's a building. Someone has paid some money somewhere to get something built, or someone has given money somewhere to get something built. Everything on this earth takes money and people. Other than plants and trees, I'm not talking about that. You know exactly what I mean. I'm talking in aspects of business, okay? Money and people. So people either have to work to earn money, which they create a product in a factory, and then the factory and the company sell it. They sell it wholesale, the company sells it retail. The store sells it retail and they make their profit. But they didn't necessarily make the product. This is what happens to us when we go to Walmart or when we go to a different store. Walmart buys it cheap by the bulk, they sell it to you at a higher cost. Even though they're still selling it for pretty cheap, but they're buying it even cheaper. Okay, so everything takes money and people. And yes, this can be attained. All this money can be attained if your entire downline works accordingly. What is the magic formula? People are asking me. What is the magic formula? How do you get this thing rolling? I'm going to give you the secret to this program. It's very, very secretive. I unlocked it from the briefcase, and I'm bringing it out here in front of you. And the answer to that is this. Everyone create 2 sales. That's it. That's the secret formula to this program. Everyone create 2 sales. If you come in, create 2 sales. Do it in as less time as you can as possible. If you can do it in 2 days, the greatest. If you do it in 2 days, that is the best. Because if everyone did it in 2 days time, create 2 sales in 2 days, in 45 days you would have this money inside of your back office. $120,000. If everybody was able to get there 2 in 2 days. Reality, folks, this is not some number that we just drew up. It's all mathematically possible. You do the math. Money is math. People are math. The number of people are math. I mean, 2, 2, 2. Do the math all the way down. You will see that it is possible to make this money that fast. Now, that's a perfect scenario. In a perfect scenario, perfect world, yes, that'll be possible. But you know, life and things get in the way, and gold is flashing here, silver is flashing here, and people are drawn in different directions, and they lose track, and that's why they weren't able to do or make 2 sales, and they get just 1, and they need 1 more, and you're waiting for that last $200 or that third $200, which will bring you to gold, and you really want to get there, but you can't create that sale. That's why we added the feeder to help get that position filled. So you could potentially, let's say you have a silver payment missing. You received your first and your second from the left leg, but you got your right leg only has 1 and 1. Their first 2 only have 1 and 1. You can potentially get somebody into the feeder using your link. They sign up for the feeder. You get credit for it. What's going to happen once they move through it? They receive $100, which is credited to their account when they sign up with your link. That's going to fill the position for you, one of those positions. And once it does, that position is now silver. They have to upgrade, or let us know. We'll upgrade it for them. It's mandatory. Then you will receive that $200 for yourself to move into gold. If you move into gold early, that's not a problem, because you're still going to receive that other $200 when that second position fills. on that right side. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a get-rich-quick program, but you will make a lot of good money here. Out-of-pocket expense is $100. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. So keep that in mind. If it takes you a year to get 167,000, that's still a phenomenal amount of money. And now think about it this way: you've paid $25. You got your $25 right back when the feeder was completed. You got $100 profit. You're in the system. You're in the bronze level. Now you're working strictly from profit. And now you're moving on along with everyone else. And yes, if it takes you 2 years to complete it, you still have a lot of money. A lot of individuals, a lot of working people don't make that kind of money in 5 years. Never mind a year to 2 years. So you get the idea. The idea is to keep working with this system, keep working with your team. If it's not if it's not your first option, if you have another program that's your first option, that's fine. But don't discontinue working this program, because there's a lot of potential here. Okay, and we don't want to see money just sitting there. We want you to receive every dollar. So just keep working the system like everyone else would do. If you're going to do it slower than others, that's fine. If you do it slower than others, that's fine. If it takes you 3 years to complete it, that's fine. You will still receive that money. And that's what the great thing about this program, man. It's not going to stop. So that being said, let me continue forward. As you can see now, we implemented the 2x2. So that is now a position before the other two. It is an option. You don't have to join the feeder. You can just jump right into the team build. What is the benefits of joining the stage 2? The benefits of joining stage 2 is that you're in before the feeder people are. So you're in position before them. That's a good thing to do, because now when they enter with their $100, they have to be under somebody. Okay, but since you're already there, that's going to fill holes there. Now, we're not giving you members. You still have to promote your link to join the feeder. Okay, just because you join the feeder doesn't mean that you're going to get a bunch of people under you. That's not the case. Okay, please understand, if it depends on who's sharing. If it's your sponsor, then yes, you could potentially receive spillover, but it has to be your sponsor that's sharing that link. If you're not sharing the link and nobody's joining the feeder, just because you join the feeder doesn't mean you're going to get anything. Okay, you have to promote it just like everybody else. 6 people, complete it. Now you move on. Can you join the feeder again if you want to? Yes, you can. Create another account. Can you create 2 accounts to qualify your first position? Yes, you can. You can create, using the feeder, qualify 2 positions under your first, and yes, that'll qualify you as a qualified withdrawal, which means you can withdraw any amount of money all the way to the top. You don't have to worry about that again. But remember, when you're bringing in second and third positions under your first position, your second and third position still have to qualify as well. Okay, if you want to receive that money. And then who's going to do the work for them on your first and second position? Excuse me, second and third. Remember, they still have to grow. If your downline doesn't grow, you are not going to grow. So that's why you do not want to create too many positions. You want to manage them correctly, and you don't want to hurt yourself. That's all, because you want people to help. If your team is growing and they're sharing this program with others and you're growing, you're going to see that in your back office. You'll see the difference. And when the money you have there and you hit withdrawal, if you meet the qualifications, exactly how it shows here on this graph, and you meet the qualified criteria, you will receive every dollar that's due to you. That I guarantee. Okay? But you got to make sure you follow protocol. And it's very simple. The strategy is simple. It's laid out on paper. It's not hard. This program is not hard at all. People make it hard. People complain, oh, I can't get 1, I can't get 2, I don't know what to do, I can't create sales. That is not our fault. You should have never joined this program. I would have never invited you, if that's the case. Don't invite slouchers, slackers, potato people. You know exactly what I mean. Don't add them here, because it's only going to hurt you and your team. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to be blunt as possible, because truth is, not everybody was built to make money online, and that's the reality of it. Some people, they see the glow, the glitz and the glamour, and they think they can make $1 million. Granted, they probably can if they put effort, but a lot of people won't do that. They think that everything is a scam. They think everything is hard, and they just make things worse for you and your team. And you don't want those people here. So make sure you do your homework when you're inviting these individuals. Ask them a few questions. Say, hey, have you ever been in the industry before? You know, that's a simple question. Have you been in the home industry before? If they say yes or no, if they say yes, great. That's the next step. Well, if you've been at home, have you ever referred anyone to any program before? Have you ever invited or shown anyone your program before? Oh yeah, that right question right there, that right question will tell you if they're made for this program or not. Because if they say, yeah, I don't really like that, hang up the phone. Get rid of them. You don't want them on your team. Seriously, so keep that in mind. I'll answer questions later. So for those of you that asking questions, I'm not paying no mind over there. I got to stay focused. I'll answer your questions after. But that's pretty much how it works. Program is easy. The product you're getting is phenomenal. I haven't even added product to the slide. I got to ask Mark Woodward, or I got to add one to the slide. I'll do that later once I do some editing. That being said, this program works. You just got to work it like anything else. You got some leaders in here that do a phenomenal job. You got Roger Pepin is working the system great. Mike Colucci is working the system great. They know what they're doing. And it's sad to see that only leaders can take it to that level where they make it to platinum. I want everyone to make it to platinum. Everyone, not just them. It doesn't need to be just them. It doesn't need to be just the people that know what they're doing. It could be just a small Joe, and the small Joe just has to have a simple process. The process is this. If you invite, make sure they create 2 sales. That's it. That is it. That is the candle on the stick. That is the meat and the potatoes. Is it meat and potatoes? Anyways, that is the vegetable in the garden. That's what you need to do, is make sure that your team can create sales. And when they do, you will see momentum take shift. When you see momentum take shift, that's when you start seeing alerts on your email saying you received $200, you received $200, you received $200, you received $200. That's a great thing to see. And then you're going to see you received $500, you received $500. And it's going to come 8 times, and you're like, holy shoots, I got $4 grand, $2 grand you withdraw, $2 grand you move to platinum. Now you're getting $2,000 payments over and over and over again, off of a $100 one-time out-of-pocket program. Is it possible? Yes. So that's all I can say is continue to move forward and listen to your sponsor. If they have an answer for you, listen, understand. If your sponsor's no longer here, you could still grow without him. You don't need your sponsor. If your team members are not doing nothing, you don't need them. You can just fill them up with people that actually want to work. Yes, it's going to take a little bit of extra work, but you can bring them into the feed at a lower cost, and they can move on in with the entire team. Everybody's sharing that their link. When they share their link and they get their invite to shine with the feeder, they would then, once they move through like that 125, they will get their money back, number one, which is a phenomenal thing. It will also be placed into the bronze level right in under that position that is dead, or the person no longer working. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This system was built for long-term success. Just because some people die, let's say everybody on the top died, let's just say that in this program, it does not matter. The system will still grow. Why? Because it's you and your team that are building the incomes for you and your teams. Okay, because after you pay up your 4, that's it. You no longer have to pay up anymore. These payments here of 500, 200, 500, 2,000, and 5,000. Once these payments are done by you or your team, that's it. You no longer have to pay up. All the money comes to you now. Every $200, every $500, every $2,000, every $5,000, depending on what position you're in. That's a great thing. So what does that mean? That means it doesn't matter what people do on the top. It doesn't matter what people do on the left. It doesn't matter what people do on your right. What matters is what you and your team do down below. That's why you guys have to focus primarily on you and your team. And I think a lot of success will come from that if you teach them the right way. Don't sell them hype. Don't sell them hype. Don't sell them downline. Don't say you're going to get there too. Don't do that. It's going to hurt you down the road. Because if they don't, it may take longer. It just may take longer for you to move forward. So You want to make sure that everyone's doing the work. If everyone's doing the work, that's less work that you got to do, number one, and that's more money in your pocket a lot faster because they're actually doing something. So just a benefit. I know I went a little long on saying that because I feel so heartily that you guys can really truly make it a difference in the program, and the testimonials out there will go through the roof. You know, I don't want to see just 1 or 2 sprinkle here and there. I want to see 3, 4, 5, 7 testimonial, 8, you know, just continually coming on, and people will see it. You know, people will see it. They'll see the money you're withdrawing, whether you show it. Remember, you got to add, there's no guarantees, obviously, and you and your team are the ones that make creating the income. So that being said, $100 one time, $166,950 all day, every day. It's here, it's ready. The program's here, it's already launched. It was April, May, June, 2 months in. Next month will be the 3rd month. We're not doing too shabby, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing pretty good, so keep it up. Stay in, stay focused. And I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, and now we'll go ahead and answer some questions if you guys have it. So let me go ahead and end the recording, and we'll go from there.